Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
Self-respect and boundaries is important while you're manifesting a specific person or anything that you're trying to manifest. Your relationships that you have with people play a big factor when it comes to your romantic relationships. Stay tuned. I'm gonna explain to you in this video how to respect yourself, how to build a healthy lifestyle, and weed out all the fake friends in your reality. Yes, you can change people, but as you know, you're the change that you need to seek to experience. Your reality is not gonna change unless you do. Hey, sexy. It's your girl Cindy, your mindset and life coach that helps women and men how to change your mindset when it comes to relationships, money, health, business, and all areas of life. I'm also your licensed nurse that can help you manifest your health issues away. And on this channel, I teach you to manifest the right way. So I just requested this video because I'm getting a lot of comments about people talking about fake friends and superficial relationships. And I thought this was actually an interesting topic to talk about because your reality, who you choose to allow in your life, is very important, guys. A lot of you guys are on here manifesting a specific person. Yes, I'm gonna talk about that a lot in this video, but I also want to talk about your friendships because your friendships are a reflection of who you are. And I do get people saying, well, what if I want to change them? Why the fuck would you want to waste your time changing every single last person? And this is why. Somebody who truly respects themselves would care more about getting new friends who are more in alignment with who they are and real, genuine friendships and connections. As you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I keep it real with you guys and I'm pretty honest. I'm very authentic, and a lot of people who are phony and superficial tend to be drawn to that, but also it triggers their insecurities because they don't know how to be real with themselves, and they also don't know how to be real with other people. And this is why I preach self-concept a lot, because when you start doing self-concept work, you will start to be more honest with yourself. You will start to have healthy relationships with other people. You may even cut people out of your life, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna talk mainly about building strong connections with people, how to have a healthy relationship with your specific person, because I don't think there's anything wrong with manifesting a specific person. Obviously, I talk about it in all my videos, right? But I'm also mainly gonna talk about yourself because you're the creator of your reality. And at the end of the day, it is you that is choosing these friendships and allowing people in your life, what you choose to focus on. If you're one of those people that like a lot of chaos and drama in your life, then you're probably a very superficial person. And this is when self-concept does come into play. I didn't really write anything down when it came to this video, so I'm kind of just coming up with stuff in my mind as I'm making this video, but please stay tuned. Don't get off this video because this is actually gonna be a really good video, because I know a lot of you can relate to this when it comes to having superficial friendships and when it comes to setting boundaries with people, because I'm gonna talk all about boundaries in here. So boundaries and self-respect does play a huge role with self-concept, manifesting a specific person, and building genuine connections with friends, okay? People who tend to lack self-respect and have no boundaries tend to blame others for why they're making their own choices, don't take any type of accountability, and also they tend to lie to themselves. Because I'm catching a lot of people who are telling me that they have a good self-concept, they're willing to walk away and how confident they are, and they're really putting on this facade of how confident they are, but their behaviors aren't matching with anything that they're saying. So the behaviors aren't matching their words. And me being an influencer, I am getting way more attention, like I'm going viral on TikTok, and as you get that attention, you will realize who's really there for you and who's really not. And I'm not saying this as a limiting belief, this is just common sense and discernment. I'm not your typical manifestation coach, I'm a mindset and life coach, so you're gonna get real advice, because we hear a lot of stuff like self-concept doesn't matter, you don't have to work on yourself, you can just change everything else. But I've noticed that type of advice has made people lose themselves in the process, and even worse than they first started. I was guilty of this. This happened to me. This is why I really preach self-concept. The reason why I'm so hard on you guys is because I've already told you guys that I've been bullied before, and I also used to get used by men all the time. I'm not blaming these men. I actually am taking full accountability. And the reason why is I used to silence myself when I felt uncomfortable. When things would pop up, I never would set boundaries because I thought that that's what it took for me to get what I wanted. And a lot of you guys are doing this. A lot of you guys are settling for friendships that you should have tossed out the window a long time ago, and you guys are also settling for things in relationships that you actually don't want. Like when it comes to friends with benefit situation, you guys are just putting up with it because you think as long as you put up with it, the dynamic's going to change. But is that really you embodying the version of you that gets whatever you want? Not holding boundaries, not having any self-respect. And as I'm going through this journey, because I still work on my self-concept on a daily basis, I still hold myself to a high standard. I still have to use discernment when it comes to allowing people into my life. And let's be honest here, somebody that genuinely has a good self-concept, doesn't that look like someone that holds boundaries and doesn't give anyone access to them very easily? You still have to be careful with who you allow in your life. There are bad people on planet Earth and there are good people on planet Earth. So this is real manifestation advice I'm gonna give you. The problem with a lot of manifestation gurus is they will tell you that you don't have to do any changes, focus on the outcome, just keep doing that technique all day and you're gonna get what you want. But most of the time, I've seen it from time to time, you get what you want, you lose it, or you just don't get it at all, and in the process you lose yourself. That's not healthy for people, and that's why I talk mainly about you guys targeting your limiting beliefs, being honest with yourself, because a lot of people who have poor self-esteem aren't able to be honest with themselves. They're not able to face their issues because they're afraid that when the issue comes to life, they don't know how to change it. But that's exactly why in my Sexy Mindset Makeover Academy, people are getting results that are turning out to be different people as soon as they hop out, because it's targeting your limitations and working on your self-concept the right way. By the way, guys, one-on-one coaching is on sale right now, but you guys really do not need coaching from me because the Academy has everything in it for you guys to apply for your life to manifest anything you want. Everything is self-concept, guys. Everything is self-concept. Boundaries matter. Someone who has a self-concept, if you had a journal in front of you, if you were to write down somebody that has a lot of friends, that are real connections, and gets in relationships with partners that they want, has a healthy relationship with their partner, or anything like a life of someone that has everything that they want, I can almost guarantee you the characteristic traits that this person has is having self-respect and boundaries. The problem that you guys are doing is you're lying to yourselves like, well, I can manifest anything I want. There's infinite possibilities that exist, which is true, but you manifest who you are, not what you want. The person that gets whatever they want and gets in healthy relationships or builds genuine connections with friends is someone that has a strong intuition and somebody that has no issue setting boundaries and caring more about how they feel in the moment, and is not willing to put themselves in situations that make them feel uncomfortable just to make somebody else happy, or because they feel like that's gonna get them the commitment or whatever. This is why I'm so upfront with you guys, why I'm so critical when it comes to you guys not respecting yourselves. Like I said, I used to get bullied, I used to get used from men, and especially when it comes to your guys' body, it really hurts me that some of you women are giving your bodies away to men that don't care about you. And no, I'm not saying you can't change this person if this is the person you want to be in a relationship with, but do you think you're really going to be able to make that happen when you're not respecting yourself and you're still playing into a game that they're giving you? No, because that's not you embodying a version of you that gets what you want. You're still playing in that role, that character of I don't get what I want and I have to settle for less. A lot of you guys are settling for breadcrumbs. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, and hit the bell notification so you can receive weekly updates on the videos that I upload. Tolerating crumbs and expecting your reality to change sounds like a joke. Manifestation is about you changing, not you buying tickets to the circus and expecting real results. Manifestation is about you becoming the change, not you still buying tickets to the circus and expecting people to not act like clowns, not expecting people to act ridiculous, right? That is how things are when you guys aren't changing and being the person that already has it. That's why I'm talking a lot about states lately, about you being in the state of having it. Because when you're in the state, you naturally will behave and have thoughts in alignment with that state. So you will naturally behave in ways that will get you your desired result. You will naturally think in ways that will lead you to your manifestation. It's just your mindset, guys. I talk all about this in my ebook, It's Just Your Mindset. I also will tell you guys how I did have a client, I think back in around December, like October. And this is really gonna help you guys out because I really just want to get to this point. And I don't think she listened to me. I don't want to say that like I don't believe in her, but I personally don't think she did. And the reason why is because she came to me for coaching about a specific person she was trying to manifest, and she had these affirmations. She was mainly focused, I noticed, on him texting her all the time, spending time with her, going on dates and stuff like that. And she did use an affirmation for the commitment. So she was getting the dates and him spending time with her and texting her, but the commitment just was not happening, and it was a year that went by. So she came to me for coaching, and a lot of you guys will fuck up and think that you're gonna get coaching from me, and you think that you're not going to hear what I have to say. You think that I'm just gonna act like everything is lollipops and flowers, and I'm not going to call you out on your shit. Because if I were to lie to your guys' face and act like you're just not doing anything wrong, and the reason why you don't have your results is not because of you, it's something external out here, then what type of coach would I be? A fucking joke, right? And it made me very angry because she was denying the fact that she wasn't in a good self-concept. She was pretending that she was in a good self-concept. Yes, I fucking said pretend, because a lot of you guys will come to me pretending that you're confident and you're the shit, and your behaviors say a completely different story. Your behaviors will always fucking tell on you, okay? I've preached this numerous times. Some of you guys is one ear and out the other, okay? So with this girl, she was like, oh yeah, and like things are going so good. Yeah, we see each other all the time. I'm like, okay, so basically he's using you for sex and you guys are acting like a couple without the commitment. Oh no, that's not what's happening. I'm like, well, do you have sex with him? Yeah, but not all the time. Okay, you're lying to yourself. How are you supposed to manifest your desired results when you can't be honest about things? The only way my life changed was when I could actually be honest with who I was. And that was a hard pill to swallow. When I kept avoiding things, it got worse and the problem never went away. And you guys can agree with me on this. Things don't go away when you ignore it. When you're ignoring limiting beliefs, they're not gonna just go away, okay? You need to address these things. And she was neglecting herself, and her specific person even told her, oh, well, I don't want a relationship, but I don't want to stop seeing you. And she just laughed it off, but still continued to see him and play into that. What she should have done was quit seeing his ass and held on to the assumption that they're already together and worked on her self-concept. Because somebody with a high self-concept would not have fucking ignored that shit, okay? You still have to manage your reality while you're manifesting. I don't understand why people don't get this. You handle the situation in a healthy way, but you still hold on to the assumption that it's already finished. I don't know where this has came. I don't know what other content you guys be listening to, but that's just not how shit works. So I told her, just quit talking. You've been doing everything like a couple. He has no urgency to be with you because you're acting like somebody that's insecure and doesn't get what they want. The reason why I wanted her to stop talking to him is so she could work on herself. And she could even say a text message like, hey, I want a relationship. I'm not noticing that right now, so I don't really want to see you. And then in her mind, she does her affirmations only, and I tell you guys, only do them 1 to 3 times a day and robotically affirm the outcome, and then go about her day and then work on her limiting beliefs. But I don't think she did that, and because I think I reached out to her asking her how she was doing, and she didn't say anything, so I just was like, I don't think she did what I said. She's probably listening to other advice too, because some of you guys will listen to my shit and then try to bring other content creators shit with my stuff, and you're not gonna get very good results if you're doing that. So I guarantee she did not get the relationship if she continues seeing him and playing into that shit. Because that's not self-respecting. I don't care if you guys say circumstances don't matter. Yeah, they don't matter, but that doesn't mean to keep embodying a version of you that doesn't get what you want. That doesn't mean lose your self-respect and pretend that you're not feeling uncomfortable, because I know she was, because if she wasn't, she wouldn't have gotten coaching with me. So a lot of you guys are lying to yourselves and pretending that you're confident. And the reason why I knew she wasn't confident was because I told her, well, if you send him a message saying you want a relationship, and not trying to force the situation, but just tell her, I kind of want some space right now. I want a relationship and I'm not getting that. And you just want to go silent. She's like, well, I'm kind of scared if I say that he's going to be okay with it. So that showed me she was not confident and she didn't have a good self-concept. You guys will be lying, because if you really had a good self-concept, you wouldn't care whether they were okay with it it or not, because you know your worth. But clearly she didn't, and she lied to me. So, and I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. If you guys are sitting here doing this type of stuff, a lot of you guys will lie to me constantly saying you have a good self-concept and the behaviors just don't match. Let's be honest with ourselves. We need to set boundaries. Quit allowing fake people into our lives. Entertaining friends that aren't gonna get us to the next level. Just giving anybody and everyone access to our lives. Somebody that's valuable doesn't do that. When you genuinely change and you become authentically you, you will be able to see fake people right away, and you will be able to cut them off immediately. You will have no regret doing it. I do not like superficial friendships. I do not like people who just see me as, oh, you're an influencer, so how can I gain so much access into your life? So when people start trying to be my friend too much, I automatically set boundaries. I automatically can see it for what it is, because if I feel like you're rushing the friendship and you don't really care about me as a person, but for some reason you're trying to rush this, I'm not gonna trust you because you don't have good intentions. That's me being discerning and me having self-respect, okay? Now, can I change the outcome? Can I make this person a better person? Yes. Absolutely, but it's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of time, because I'm manifesting wealth in my life. I'm manifesting the millionaire version of me. I'm manifesting a successful business, which is successful because I'm making sales every day. Why the fuck would I want to waste my time doing that? Some of you guys are very immature and have your priorities fucked up, and you're focusing on things that are so stupid. It is unbelievable to me. Worry about things that matter, like your life. Worry about that and bettering yourself instead of worrying about drama and what other people got going on and distracting yourself with people and men to not face your issues. That's what I had to talk about in this video. Self-respect, boundaries, and owning up to you being the problem. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna get many results with your SP. Denying why people are breaking up with you. I'm getting people saying that, well, I don't know why they broke up with me. Just saying, well, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I don't know why this happened. I don't know. My self-concept is really good. I don't know why that's going on. You're lying, okay? So the more you keep lying to yourselves, people aren't gonna be honest with you, and they're not gonna take you seriously. Just keeping it real. I've been there. I've been through every last thing when it comes to having a poor self-concept. I've been through the whole games. I've been through the whole seeing a guy until he finally changes his mind, and guess what? I didn't get shit. So I'm just keeping it real with you guys. You probably don't want to hear this. I don't give a fuck. But if you want your life to actually change, it's by you taking full accountability for why certain patterns are happening. If people keep ghosting you, people all of a sudden don't want to be your friend, people all of a sudden just break up with you, or guys just stop talking to you. Guys don't just block women for nothing. And I'm just keeping it honest. I'm just being so honest with you. Guys do not block you for no reason. Like, it's hard for a guy to block you. If you're getting blocked and ghosted, you need to take huge accountability. You're probably chasing, you're probably needy, you're probably clingy, you probably seek external validation, and you constantly want somebody in your face talking to you. Why are you that bad of a person to where you feel the need to do that and avoid your problems? That's a question you should ask. So I know you like my video, please like, share, subscribe to my lovely channel. I love you guys, and if you enjoyed this video, please click on the video that's showing on the screen, and see you for my next video.